Hello, here I am, Jeff Landis on JJTV, along with Joseph James. How are you?
Joseph James. Hi, Jeff. Thanks for coming today.
Oh, not a problem. Thank you for letting me on your program once again. I've done a couple of these programs of your show itself. So I want to know, for the past couple of years, we've known each other for how long again?
4 or 5 years, probably.
Now, recently I noticed on Facebook and your social media you've been sharing your past accomplishments, such as weather, you doing music, you on field reporting, and just doing all kinds of things. So as you were doing that in the past, and now things are totally different from what you're doing now, how's that aspect of things from then to now?
Well, I would say the main thing is I'm working for myself, and I don't have a boss over me telling me what to do. Back when I was with the networks, I had a news director and an assignment editor. They would tell me what to do every day. They would tell me what stories to work on. Now, I just do what I want. I'll find clippings of stories in the newspaper. I'll hear something on the scanner. I hear something going on downtown. I just go out and I cover it.
Now, speaking of that, now you're starting a company along with Rodney doing all access entertainment. How did that come about?
Well, Rodney and I have known each other for, I don't know, about 1 or 2 years. And he's a good partner. He's really got business sense. He's really good with finance. And he's a really good addition to All Access Entertainment. All Access Entertainment is the name of the production company that we're doing.
Now, speaking of all access entertainment, what all do you have here at All Access?
Well, the whole point of All Access Entertainment is to bring the industry closer to artists, make it easier for artists to find their way in what's a very tumultuous and very hard line of work to get in, because there's a lot of competition.
That's true. We have a lot of competition around the area in Fort Wayne, just around Indiana. So what's different with your stuff compared to different competitors?
Well, it's difficult for me to compare myself to someone who was 20 years younger. You think about when I was working for NBC. That was over 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
20 years ago, I was working for NBC, and then I went to ABC and then Fox before I decided to go back to school and get my management degree. I got my bachelor's in broadcast journalism and television, and I got my master's in arts, entertainment, and media management. So the whole point of the master's degree is learn how to start your own record label, and now I've done it. I've got a record label and I've got a TV network of my own, and I can do what I want. It's great. It's really a good feeling to be able to wake up every day and go and do what you love doing.
One thing I discovered too the other day is you're doing your own radio station again, or doing your own radio station. How's that turning out, and what's the name of that station?
Well, it's 89.5 FM, and I'm a low power FM station, so I'm not licensed. It falls within what it's called the Part 15 rule for the Federal Communications Commission. It's basically the same kind of transmitter that churches are using to play Christmas music along with the light show. It's the same technology. It's less than 100 watts. You can only really get it in my neighborhood or across the street at the school. And we're all royalty-free music, so I don't have to pay BMI to license music. It's all royalty-free, along with my originals from Summit City Brass, and that's my band.
Now, speaking of Summit City Brass, how's everything going along with that?
It's coming along. Here in Fort Wayne, it's hard to believe I've been in Fort Wayne for 12 years now, after coming from Chicago. And Summit City Brass has gone through a few different iterations, and now we're kind of at the point where we're ready to perform the original music that I've written, along with the next album that we're going to be producing in the spring and summer of next year. Spring is going to be a really exciting time because I'm producing a film, a screenplay that I wrote shortly after getting out of grad school, and it's all about my experience in broadcast journalism, and it's embellished a little bit. I mean, there's murders and mayhem, and in the mass media, so it's It's going to be interesting to see what happens when it turns out, because I already got some actors auditioning for it. So that's going to be exciting in the spring.
Heck yeah. Now you got events coming up, but I want to ask you a question since I didn't know you came from Chicago. What's the big difference between Chicago entertainment, Illinois entertainment with Chicago? Because I know Chicago's got a whole bunch of entertainment stuff compared to Fort Wayne.
Well, in Illinois, they're all smoking pot, so there's that. No, seriously though, it is. It's the third largest city in the country. Chicago is, so there's a lot more competition, and the bar is raised quite a bit. It's harder to break into. You can't just get out of school and go work in the media in Chicago. You got to have years experience before you can do that.
Yeah, that's crazy because, like I said, compared to big cities to Fort Wayne and Indiana, because we got a lot of talent here. Just some people don't know how to take advantage of the talent. Like, hey, let's do this. Like we were talking about earlier about podcasts, music videos, TV shows, and whatever. You got to take advantage of it, and that's what you got to do with media. Am I correct?
Absolutely. You got to grab the bull by the horns, and just do it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I just do what I love, and I get set up here, set the camera up in front of the green screen, and have you over to ask questions. That's what it's all about, That's the feeling that I get when I share my creativity with the fans. That's there's no better feeling in the world.
Yeah, because once they get to know you and get to know your story, and then they'll stick in your head. Because again, it's about dedication. Like I said, I've been doing entertainment since I was 14 years old, and I love it each day. But seeing all the stuff that you're doing, from musician, weather, putting together your own company, you have that passion. Not many people have that passion. Explain passion, because some people don't realize that you have to push yourself to do it. They think it's handed to them just like that.
No, it's not. And passion is definitely a big part of it. You gotta love what you're doing, and you can't just expect it to be handed to you. You're right. You have to go after it, and you can't take no for an answer. I had somebody turn us down for an interview earlier today, and you just gotta go with. You can't take no for an answer. If there's something you want, and like yourself, like trying to get Los Lonely Boys, right? It's
Boys to Men.
Boys to Men.
Yeah.
Trying to get Boys to Men on camera. You can't take no for an answer. You just got to keep doing it.
Been trying for years. Hopefully this time I think it's a little bit different. Hopefully the answers are, again, like I said, you got to try. And again, like I said, say for instance, if I wanted to be a part of your programs, do what I'm doing now. I know how to get a hold of you, but say for instance, if I'm an outsider looking in, how do I get a hold of you? Are you hiring for anybody, or just looking for anybody to do correspondent, anything with your entertainment?
Yeah, well, we're still at the beginning stages of the production company, but we're going to be bringing on some talent. A production assistant. So when we shoot the film, you're going to need some help. We're not going to be able to do it just the two of us, Rodney and I.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to need some help, definitely.
It's teamwork for sure. Now, you got an event coming up here pretty soon. Can you explain a little bit about that and what's going on?
Yeah, it's the All Access Entertainment Company kickoff party. It's going to be happening Saturday, December 16th, at the Mitzvah Shrine across the street from the Coliseum. We're expecting a great turnout, and we're gonna have a cash bar. It's free admission. It's free to get in. Anybody can come in, and we're also gonna have a DJ set up, our DJ equipment, and some PowerPoint slides to show everybody kind of what we are and what we do.
That's interesting to see. Anything you say to the fans before we go? Do you have any more information you want to say? Because there's a lot out there.
Yeah, you can go to listen to some tracks from Summit City Brass, our band, the house band. It's summitcitybrass.com or youtube.com/summitcitybrass. And you can learn more about our production company by going to our Facebook page for All Access Entertainment. And I want to thank you, Jeff, for coming by and doing the interview. You're always welcome here at the studio, and you always do a great job.
I appreciate it. Well, I kind of figure, if they're watching your past videos, let me get to know him a little bit deeper on the business side of things. Not only the business side of things, but again, you know what I mean, going through the different changes and stuff like that, because you go through a lot of changes.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to do with what we do, and there's a lot of diversity, and we go from playing in a rock band to standing in front of a camera and DJing live events and having some of the City Brass play shows. So it's a very exciting time for us, and I want to thank you again for coming by and doing the interview, Jeff.
Oh, not a problem. It's fun. I love doing interviews, no matter who it is. I just love to interview. I love being in front of the spotlight. I love the camera. I even dream about being in front of the camera sometimes when I'm sleeping. I don't know. It's like my how should I put it? It's like my. It's hard to explain. It's addicting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being on camera is addicting because you can express yourself no matter what you are. And another thing, you do camera, you do it all. The reason why I like doing camera is because as I'm talking or you're talking, when you do camera or I do camera, we help express the feelings and emotions with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no better feeling in the whole world.
So we'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching JJTV. I'm Jeff Landis.
And I'm Joseph James.
If you don't watch this channel, we're coming after you.
Thanks, Jeff.
Oh, you're welcome. That was awesome.